Hey guys, welcome back. So today we're going to talk about the client one first iteration. We finished the template that we were making for the first client, and yeah, let's talk about it. Make sure to subscribe, like, and comment if you want to see me making 600 today within the 7 years. Before we get into that, I stream this content so you can see the real life changes behind the scenes. No weird stuff going on, no hiding, no fake templates, no portfolios, no real stuff, real happening. So if you're interested in that, make sure to subscribe. All right, let's get into it. So we skipped the 10th of December video because I worked really hard on the client stuff. So yeah, now let's talk about it. I'm probably gonna show it on screen. I'm not sure, but there's probably also gonna be a link in the description so you can check it out. It's gonna be on for maybe like a week or two, and then I'm gonna put it offline. So I'm probably gonna show it on the screen, but maybe not. So yeah, let's talk about it. So how did it go? Well, the first part is that I had a chat with the client, and the client said, I want this, I want that, and this. I'm like, all right, we can make something like that. I also gave some feedback. I basically told her, like, hey, you're an artisan, and you make bags, you make shoes, you make jackets. Like, who are your customers? Those kind of. I asked all these questions, and basically what I said, like, it does not make any sense to have an e-commerce because this client really wanted an e-commerce shop. Like, it doesn't make sense, and I will tell you why. The reason why it doesn't make sense because if someone orders 10 of this stuff, it will take you 3 years to make because you said one bag takes you approximately 2 or 3 months, and they're very expensive, like 4 or 5K. You're alone, so how are you gonna manage that? So, um, so we agreed on doing an offer slash portfolio website, and yeah, I got a mood board. I got the expectations. We talked about this, and I went on building. Also made my own mood board, and I went on building. Basically, it took me like 12 to 15 hours, including bug fixes, to make this site. I'm pretty happy because I did not make necessarily like a Figma template, like a design template or anything like that, or did not make styles. So it was pretty good. And my experience was using Windsurf, which is an AI code editor. If you don't know, it's basically like Cloud or ChatGPT integrated into a code editor, and it has certain permissions and certain models that are trained to adjust and help in certain things or certain ways. You can also upload images that it understands context a bit better. All right. So when the problems that I ran into, which is actually my own fault, was typography and spacing. I should have predefined that in the AI, and also I should have predefined. So this is a lesson learned, right? I should have predefined that what kind of style I'm gonna use. I'm gonna use Tailwind. I'm gonna use SAS. I'm gonna use CSS. I did not necessarily define that, and then it got a bit confused later on because now I have all these styles in certain places. Even though I know work with them, a lot of people will bash me about it. That's called messy code or spaghetti code. And to be honest, you're kind of right, but it's not as buggy as it seems. And also, this is a client-side website, and I'm probably most likely going to be doing one iteration, and also it is my first client, so let me be messy, and nothing's going to be perfect the first time. And I definitely learned my lessons that I should predefine these styles before I start building. There's a good lesson, and someone in a comment mentioned that, oh, the CSS, you were struggling so much. Yeah, but I realized also later on, it's not that I don't know how to work with them. It's just I did not expect the AI to be this dumb. I don't want to say dumb, but did not understand the context. Like, if you use CSS, continue using CSS. If you use Tailwind, continue use Tailwind. And it did not. It just made up some styles and kinds of stuff. So that was fairly disappointing. Lesson learned and those kinds of stuff. Now let's talk about the second part. Basically, aside from certain linking and aside from small detail stuff, I find it appropriate to deliver the first iteration of the website. I didn't want to finish it for like 100%. And the reason why I did not want to do that is because if I finish everything 100% and the client wants to have a significant change, then I will be a bit in trouble. Los? Okay. So I will be in trouble. And I didn't want to do that. I want to have some kind of freedom to change. So I delivered that template, and yeah, the client was disappointed. Now, just gonna be honest, I don't understand why she was disappointed, because she expected in the e-commerce stores, while we agreed on an offer portfolio based style or website, but suddenly she's leaning again towards the e-commerce. And because it's my first client, I was a bit lenient about like, hey, this is what you wanted, and I built this, and now you change your mind. But for the future, if the client changes their mind, I'm like, yeah, well, you need to pay up then. Very simple. I'm not joking around about that. So that is also a lesson learned from me. The reason why clients not certified is because it's not kind of e-commerce, and it wants to have text like really small, up to the point it's barely readable. And this client is really keen on a particular minimal style from luxury stores, which makes total sense. But these luxury stores, at a certain point on their normal website, because this person probably, my client probably only viewed the mobile websites, the text looks way different, looks bigger, which is, of course, an accessibility issue. And yeah, the client also, yeah, there were no real compliments. The only compliment was like the hero section looks good, and yeah, that's basically it. You know, like I don't want to say I'm disappointed by that, but I'm kind of art, and that's because probably it's because it's my first client. So what I did wrong, if I thought about it later, what I did wrong is like during the process, it's okay to be emotional attached to the project, but when you let it go, you should let the project grow up, you know, and get a healthy distance. And I think I got a bit keen on, like, I was really happy about the result that I made, not because it's my thing. I think it looks really good in my opinion. Like you can see it for yourself. So if you don't agree, you don't agree. I do agree. It's a particular style, and yeah, I made too much attachment, so I got disappointed because the client was disappointed. But I should be more business minded about that. I was just like, hey man, this is what you wanted. I delivered the result, and you're changing your mind. So you're switching on me, and then it gets a problem. So lesson learned for me as well. Also lesson learned for the AI code editor, and lesson learned that I should predefine styles, typography beforehand. So now, because I'm using this code editor, style gets more important, and that gets more important. So it's good to invest into designing more, because these tools are coming out. Because programming is what I already know. Designing is what I kind of know. So I need to work that out in the future. And yeah, I hope that my other client, which is a hairdresser, is not that disappointed. Well, according to I talked with the client, it doesn't seem like a nitpicky client. The other one I kind of expected to be a more critic, but it was really critical, and there was no. That's just one thing I want to say. I don't think there was feedback in the sense of that I can necessarily do something with. Like I only got the feedback for myself, seeing myself in their perspective, and the feedback was just yeah, it looks great, but right, like just disappointed, and like you never had a website, and the clients they like it's it's hard to find clients, right? So we made a deal for some kind of thing. I'm meeting you in the middle, and then switching on me. It was just. I wish it was different, but it's a good lesson for me to be the attachment should be less when I deliver the stuff. So that's just something I should definitely work on. Now I don't want to talk in circles, but basically there's going to be one more iteration. So I asked them like you can make 3 changes, and we talked about it. But I also told her like, hey, I need more prototypes if you want to do these things. Like I cannot make these things up. And then I got the question, well, you can make them with an AI, yeah, but I'm like, there's no embroidery, there's no engravement, there's no signing that it's your bag, so it does not make sense that I'm making with the AI, you know. So you cannot ask like 4K and then people are gonna be like, hey man, um, where's the quality, right? You cannot see the quality on an AI picture because it has a different kind of texture build up. It's more complicated. I'm not going to necessarily talk too much about it, but that is something that you should know. Yeah, I'm going to close this video off. So there's going to be one more iteration with the client, and I'm probably going to. I also had an homework for the client, like you need to make a form because I made everything form based and your form is not ready, your pictures are not ready because they have pictures from the clients, but they don't necessarily have pictures for like I can show it on potential client. Like one your bags are made up by AI, right? So you need to work on their prototypes. So yeah, there you have it. Make sure to subscribe, like, and comment if you want to see me make a 600 today within 7 years, and I will see you on to the next one.